You're sitting at your desk, typing away, when the floor suddenly drops out. You are pitching forward, plummeting past fluorescent lights and filing cabinets, grasping for a ledge that isn't there. You wake up gasping, heart hammering against your ribs. Your bedroom is completely quiet. The doors are locked, the thermostat is set to a comfortable 68 degrees, and there isn't a physical predator for miles. Dreaming consumes immense amounts of neurological energy, which raises a strange question. Why would your brain burn all those calories just to hallucinate terrifying scenarios while you are supposedly resting? It's easy to write these nightmares off as a byproduct of a stressful workday or deep-seated personal insecurities. The actual mechanics at play, however, go back much further than your last performance review. To see what's really happening, we have to rewind past the invention of the office, past analog clocks and deadlines, and go back over 300,000 years into the prehistoric dark. The terrifying scenarios your brain creates at 2 in the morning have roots in a survival strategy 300,000 years in the making. To understand the anxiety keeping us up at night, we have to look at the reflexes our ancestors developed during those pitch-black nights. For nearly all of human history, nighttime was the most dangerous phase of existence. When the sun went down over the vast, untamed landscape, early humans lost their primary advantage of sight. Evolutionary biologists call the brain's solution threat simulation theory. While the body lay dormant, the brain fired up its fear center, the amygdala, and kept working. Surviving the daylight hours meant navigating a landscape crawling with venomous reptiles, rival groups, and massive predators. A single missed step was usually lethal. To prepare for these daily encounters, the sleeping brain built a virtual reality simulator. It pulled the exact threats encountered during waking hours and forced the sleeper to practice evading them in a closed, controlled environment. Fleeing from a hallucinated predator actively strengthened the sleeper's neural pathways. By running the simulation at night, a hunter's reaction time became milliseconds faster when a real predator broke through the tree line. The grueling, sweat-inducing experiences we try to shake off in the morning were the exact mechanisms keeping early humans alive. Then, human biology took a sharp turn when our ancestors ignited a localized heat source and pushed back the dark. Without a light source, early humans slept perched up in branches to avoid ground-dwelling predators. In a tree, the body cannot fully relax its muscles, making prolonged periods of deep sleep impossible. A 30-foot circle of firelight offered a secure perimeter on solid ground. Finally sleeping flat, the human body could fully paralyze its muscles safely, allowing for the long, deep cycles of REM sleep necessary for complex dreaming. Inside that circle of light, the immediate threat of being eaten plummeted. Humans began living in larger, interdependent groups, where personal survival now relied heavily on cooperation and strong group cohesion. The brain's night shift simulator adapted to this new reality. Physical evasion gave way to social simulation, processing tribal hierarchies, navigating internal conflicts, and practicing group bonding. Being cast out of the group meant certain death in the wild. The brain recognized this new rule, turning our dreams into a staging ground to practice the delicate art of belonging. Fast forward to the paved concrete and steel skyscrapers of today, and we encounter what biologists call evolutionary mismatch theory. We are running our lives through glowing screens and artificial schedules, but we are navigating this environment with the exact same brain hardware designed 300,000 years ago. Our ancient threat simulator is still scanning the horizon. The problem is that while our daily anxieties constantly trigger the alarm, there is no physical predator to run away from. An impending mortgage payment, a passive-aggressive email from a boss, or the pressure of social media expectations all flood the bloodstream with cortisol and adrenaline. It only feels the stress hormones, and because it lacks a physical predator to run from, it creates bizarre scenarios. This is why when you are running from an unknown entity in your dream, or feeling that sudden falling sensation, that is actually your modern anxiety being translated into an ancient language by your brain. When you jolt awake in a cold sweat, your brain is performing a function refined over millennia, simulating threats to prepare you for tomorrow.